Alright guys, Machifil, welcome back, and today I will be giving you all my exclusive impressions of the Dying Light 2 demo I just saw. I was invited to a private demo of the game at E3 2019 and boy does it look amazing. This is 100% the most surprising demo I have ever seen. If you all get to see it someday, then trust me, you're in for a good time. Let me start with the details and then what the demo was. Dying Light 2 takes place 15 years after the first one. The world and its people have adapted to this type of life, making it their home, and trying to live as a society. And so the zombies. The infection has massively evolved. There are now a lot of types of zombies. They have adapted to the world around them and are now staying in the dark. The demo starts off with Aiden, the main character of Dying Light 2, trying to contain his infection by the virus. He's infected but still alive somewhat. He then crosses a full-on populated bar and then finds his way at the top of the building to show the beautiful and really big city he's in right now, which is one of the many regions in the game. Below him is the two main factions of the game, which are the Scavengers and Peacekeepers in some sort of conflict. We then hear gunshots and have to intervene in this fight. A super realistic battle with different unique weapons and shoot. Our friend gets almost killed in this fight, and you have the option to stay where you are and help your friend, or go and take your revenge on the attack. The developers chooses to take his revenge and go to the Scavengers' main building. What ensues is a beautiful run across the massive world, which is taking a lot of inspiration from the I Am Legend movie, in every good way possible. The player parkours his way through building with brand new and fluid parkour movement, including wall run like in Titanfall and wall jump. Everywhere you go into or out of the buildings, it will be a dynamic environment, so you may trip on something, or this part of the building might not be solid enough so it will collapse on you and you will fall. That's exactly what happened to the player, which takes us to one of the best parts in the demo. The player falls into a dark place of the building, and that's where some of the I Am Legend movie inspiration comes in. The player is scared as there is a group of zombies hiding in the dark as a group. The zombies then attack him, and I have to tell you guys, the ambience is really creepy and realistic. You could just feel the tension in this dark place. But the infected are now more sensitive to UV light, so the players uses this in order to go outside into the sunlight. The player now wants to go after the Colonel, which is reported to be responsible for the attack at the beginning of the demo. The player goes on into another beautiful region, which is really dense in forest, right at the faction's heart. He then infiltrates the huge factory building where is located the Colonel. His boss on the radio announces to him that his friend, which got hurt in the attack at the beginning, is dead. That's where everything changes, because if you made the decision to stay and help your injured friend at the beginning, he wouldn't be dead. This is one of the many parts of the story where you'll have to make heavy decisions that will change everything around you and the story. The player is now really angry and blindly follows his boss's orders to release the pumps in order to have more water for the city. The Colonel tries to convince him it is a plan made against him to end his reign. You now have another huge decision to make: trust the Colonel or release the water. He chooses to release the water, which will help tons of people in the world, but it was in fact a plan to kill the Colonel, so your boss was a traitor. That's where the demo ends. The water is released, thus revealing a brand new region that was hidden underwater, which also reveals a brand new type of zombie with fish threats. Alright guys, that is all the information we have for today's video. Please like the video if you're excited for Dying Light 2, and talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, you can finish the game without seeing 50% of the content even. So
Really?
when you play again,
Speedrunners, are you listening?
that's a challenge. So the cool thing is, like, when you're playing again, you know the consequences based on your previous choices. So now you can turn left, turn right, and play it differently, and the world will look different. So it's a super exciting motivation for playing this game again, especially if this is the action game, and a lot of choices have the tremendous influence into the game world. So the scale of the consequences is super high. Sometimes it's really like from movies, like disaster movies with, with
Oh.
2012 or
Oh,
something like that.
Like apocalyptic.
I like this.
Choices.
I like the sound
So
of
if you
this.
play it differently, you're gonna see different things. So it's very much connected with Dying